Okay, this is a little balance and coordination segment for you guys to do. A couple days a week would be good. We're going to start with a warm-up, but you mainly need a chair that's nice and sturdy. You can do this barefoot or in your sock feet, or if you feel safer, using tennis shoes would be ideal. But today I'm doing this in my bare feet so I can kind of grip on the floor for some of the balance portions, but whatever you feel comfortable with is fine. All right, we're going to start next to our chair. We're always going to have our chair handy, so if you need to sit down, that's fine too. But we'll start with our warm-up. We're just going to start with arm circles. Nice steady breathing. And other direction. We're not going to do too much with our arms today, but we are going to use our core and our legs quite a bit. So we're going to warm up in a little bit different way than we're used to. All right, standing next to our chair, you can hold on at any time. We're just going to do a high knee march. And this isn't the slow one that you're used to. We're driving those knees up as high as we can here. You don't want to tilt or lean on the chair. You're just driving those knees up as high as you can, hopefully up to hip height. Gonna point those toes as you bring the knees up and flex the foot as you plant that foot down. Drawing that belly button in so that you have a nice, good posture here. All right, and then from here we're gonna do some heel to tush. So we're just squeezing that heel as close to our tush as we can, alternating legs. Keep that knee straight down. Chin drawn in. I'm sticking my chin out a little bit. You should feel this like in the back of your legs. And relax. And then we're just going to do a regular step touch. So side step, tap, step, tap. If you want to get a little more vigorous, as you lift that leg, you can kind of pretend like you're stepping over a hurdle with your side step. Sorry, I'm going off the screen a little bit. Get those knees nice and high. You're stepping over a hurdle. And if you need to keep it low and just do a nice small step, that's okay too. We're just trying to get in that lateral movement. Tap, take your next step. And back. Good. All right. And then whenever we do any balance exercises, we definitely want to warm up those ankles. So we're just going to do some ankle circles here. Keeping that leg neutral and getting those rotations in the ankle. I'm getting them in with my wrist too. And other direction, same foot. And always with our balance poses, you don't want to lock the knee that you're standing on. So you should have a little give in it. You'll have better balance if you do that. And then let's step to the other side. Do our circles. And other direction. A lot of these exercises we're going to do today are going to be familiar with a few different ones as well. So we're going to start with a few standing behind the chair. And don't mind me, I've got my notes right down here on the chair so I can kind of glance down at them. Our first one is going to be a side step reach. So same side, arm and leg are going to reach out. You're going to make yourself nice and straight. Come back to center, hand on the chair. Other side, arm and leg, reach and stretch. This is nice and controlled. We're not doing this fast. Reach those fingertips overhead. Point that toe. Get a little hold there. Just imagine you're making a nice straight line with that arm and leg extending away from each other. And last one here. And back to center. All right, the next one is still going to be behind your chair. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see me a little bit better and see the form that you need to have for this. You're about a foot or so away from your chair, feet together. You want to keep your hips and shoulders square with your chair, okay? And we're just going to leave our hands, a few fingertips of both hands on the chair. We're going to take one leg and step it back, okay? Kind of keeping that leg straight, but this other leg has that little bend in it. And we're going to do an arabesque. We're going to drop the chest as we lift that back leg. So you stay nice and straight. I don't want you to turn at all. Keep those hips down. We're just lifting, dropping the chest, lifting that leg. That base leg has to be pretty strong here. So cut yourself some slack and maybe don't bend quite as far forward if you feel unstable. Just a few inches is okay. And if you feel like you need to keep those toes down, you can. Try to keep everything in that straight line. We got one more on this side. Standing up tall and then switching and doing the other leg. So you're reaching the other leg back. Make sure you got that little give in the base leg. And we're just leading with the chest, dropping the chest, lifting that back leg. If you can, point that toe behind you. Standing up tall. With each repetition, again, nice and controlled movements, making sure that base leg is stable for you. And you've got your fingers on to kind of be your guide. Let's get one more here. Whew, that is like an arabesque, like a ballerina would do. All right, and next we're going to do what you guys are used to doing in class, is our bobbing bird. So it's the same thing we just did, it's just a different plane of motion. We're going to do side to side instead of front and back, okay? So you're going to keep one hand on the chair, it doesn't matter which side you start with. You're going to reach the other hand out to the side, opposite leg is going to point out to the other side. So we've got this straight line across. Again, that base leg that you're standing on is got that little give in it, so it's not locked, okay? We've got good posture, so we're not rounded forward. As we drop the hand, we're lifting that leg. And again, you want to stay square with the chair. You're holding on. No need to prove your expert balance here. It's just there as our guide to keep us with good form. And never go farther than you're ready for. Last one on this side. Whew. And always pay attention to your body. If you have like that knee is feeling like it's going to give out, then you just can take a break if you need to. All right, same thing other side. We've got the other hand on the chair. Other arm reaches out to the side. Taking that opposite leg, pointing that toe out to the side. As that arm drops, the leg lifts and come back up tall. We're little bobbing birds here. I know you guys are all doing great with this one. Just focus on your form, keeping that core activated. Sorry, you can't see my foot or my hand very well here, but, and last one. And standing tall. Excellent. All right, and then we've got one more behind the chair that we're gonna do, and it's a curtsy. So we're gonna start with whichever leg you want to, reaching out to the side. Okay, we're gonna step back behind. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Take that leg out to the side and then drop it back. Kind of do a little baby lunge here. And as you come up, you're gonna reach that leg and arm out to the side. Go right back into that curtsy and reach. You can just tap that toe out to the side if you don't want to do the lift. So you curtsy back, reach and lift, curtsy down, reach. Meanwhile, you've got that hand on the chair for a little support. Do what you can, don't overdo. Last one on this side, my legs are getting tired. Woo, and back in. Same thing, other side. I'm gonna take that hand and reach it out. Outside hand or leg reaches out too. And we're just gonna curtsy back, stepping that one leg behind the other. And then as you come up, lift and curtsy back. With control. Making sure those hips and shoulders are staying square with that chair, so you're not kind of turning sideways and arching your back. Again, you can just tap those toes if that feels a little more comfortable, and you can leave the arm motion out as well. If you just want to have both hands here on the chair, you can do that. Reach and together. All right, that's kind of a tough one. That's a lot going on, and that's where our coordination comes into play. Not just our balance, but our coordination, doing multiple things at once. That's why I try to add in arm movements with our leg movements. All right, now we're gonna move beside our chair. So the chair is just here for support, and use it as much as you need to. We're just gonna start with our high knee march, but slower motion than we did in our warm-up, okay? You can have your hands out here as a guide, about hip height. You're gonna press the top of that thigh into the hand, let it down soft and smooth. Other side. And that foot plants right back where it came from. Nice steady breathing here. You're holding that belly button in, drawing it in towards your spine so you have good posture. Steady breathing. Lots of control here. Lifting and lowering. My hands got higher. Try to keep them about hip level and make sure the top of that thigh hits that hand. And last one here. Lower down. And we're just going to go right into just a regular 20-second hold on one leg balance. So you're right here next to your chair. You're holding on with whatever support you need. Some people need a full grip. Maybe you just need a couple fingers. You're going to take the outside leg, reach it up, and you know what to do with that base leg. Make sure it's not locked. Draw that belly button in. We've got that knee nice and high. If you feel good, you can raise that outside hand with it. If you feel really stable, you can raise the other arm too, but only when you're set. Nice steady breathing. And lower yourself down nice and controlled. Same thing, other side. Takes a little bit to get yourself set. Once you do, you get that hold. It feels so good. All right, base leg. Nice and soft knee here, lifting that knee up to hip height. You've got your grip here, drawing that belly button in for good posture. If you're feeling good, you can raise that hand up, and the other one can come with it. Wiggle those fingers a little bit. I just know you guys are looking good. And ease it on down, nice and soft. Excellent. All right, the next one I have for you, we have not done exactly like this in class before. This is going to be like our tightrope, but we're going to do it standing next to the chair. And what I want you to do is pick whatever side you're on. You're holding onto the chair for a little bit of support. We're going to be in that tightrope position, so the inside leg closest to the chair, that one is going to be your back leg. And those feet are going to be stacked, toe to heel, okay, touching. And you're going to be maybe a foot or half a foot away from that chair so you have room to move that inside leg, okay? I'm going to show you first what we're going to do, and then we'll add in the arm movement. We're going to take that knee, bring it up to hip height, take it, plant it right back down in that tightrope. If you don't have to hold on here, that's fine. Okay, now we're going to add in that arm movement. We're going to lift that knee, swing that arm around, tap the knee, bring that foot right back behind the other one. As you bring it up, swing that arm full circle up and around. Make sure you can see me okay. Keeping those hips square. Knee comes up, arm swings around. Tap that knee. Whoo, palms open wide. Get that foot to plant. If you feel like you can do this without holding on, that's excellent. That's a little added bonus. But you got to get that foot to plant right behind the other one. Whew, let's get 2 more on this side. Speed is not necessary. Accuracy is better. Whew. And plant that foot down. You should be in that same starting position. Okay, same thing other side. We're next to the chair. A little bit of distance between you and the chair. That inside leg is going to be your back leg. Toe to heel. Okay, hold on to start. You've got that palm open wide. We're going to start with just a few lifts and then right back, toe to heel. Knee up, back to that tightrope. Now add in the arm when you're ready. A big swing around and tap that knee, making sure that foot is planting behind the other foot. I stole this exercise from David. I just modified it. David, I did his Strong for Life class the other day, and I get some good ideas from him. All right, letting go if you think you're ready. We'll get 2 more here. Woo! And now I'm feeling being barefoot without my shoes for stability. Excellent job there. All right, our last exercise before we stretch is going to be that squat to one leg balance. You guys are used to this one, so we're holding onto our chair. We've got it here. We're in a little bit wider stance, okay? You can hold onto a weight or something if that is something you have handy. I'm just going to do the arm movement without any ball or weight, okay? We're just going to do a little baby squat here, however far feels good to you. As we come up, we're raising that knee, outside arm reaches high. Let it down right back into that squat, super soft. Raising up. Don't worry, we're going to do a little extra hold on the last one, but you should do a little pause at the top before you come back down. Make sure you're breathing. Nice and gentle. If you're unsure about this one, it's okay to set this one out. Here comes our last one. We're going to hold this one up. Activate that core. Keep that knee lifted. Arm reaching high. Letting go if you can. Whoo. And let it all down easy. Excellent. Boy, your hip flexor is probably going to be a little tired today. Might be a little sore. We're going to do some good stretching here in a minute. Same thing other side. So we're in that wide stance. You're next to the chair. Hand starts here at the shoulder. Just a little baby squat. You can only bend a few inches if that's what feels good. As you come up, outside knee lifts as the arm does. Let it down super soft. I need a little more room here. Whew. As you come up, arm raises, knee raises, let it down super soft, right back into that squat. Remember, only bending as far as those knees will allow. And keep with that nice, steady breathing. A little pause at the top. And let's get this last one up there. We're gonna hold it. Meet me there. All right, remember that base leg as you balance. It should not be locked. Get yourself set, and if you feel good, you can let go. You can even raise that arm up. Nice deep breath here. And let it all down. Whew, nice job. Thanks for doing that with me. Let's get in a few good key stretches after doing all that leg work and balance. All right, let's do, we'll do the sitting in the chair. Let's do our rounding forward. So our palms are open wide. We're gonna reach forward past the knees, tucking that chin, drawing in the belly button, rounding that spine, getting a good stretch, and then opening up, palms wide, shoulders relaxed, chin lifted to the ceiling. One more, forward, rounding the spine, and open up. Good posture, shoulders down. And shake it out a little bit. All right, we did a lot of balancing on those legs, so let's do that quad stretch. So in the chair, you're staying nice and tall right here. You're just going to scoot to the side, and that leg is going to drop down. Sometimes you can only do a little bit, that's okay, but you're trying to want to get that knee straight down. You can shimmy those toes back if you want more of a stretch. You just gotta make sure you're not arching your back, because as you shimmy those toes back, that makes you want to kind of arch your back. So draw that belly button in and stay stable here first. I put my hand in the small of my back. You should feel this from maybe the top or front of that hip bone on down the quad and maybe even to the kneecap, where all that kind of attaches. We're just kind of letting that all release. Whoo, and draw that back in. You're just scooting to the other side. Drop that knee down, sitting up tall, balancing if you need, or holding yourself if you need to here. Wherever feels good to you, just make sure you're not arching that back. Whew. Feel that kind of release down that thigh. If you feel it in the back, that's not good. Let that release. Very good. All right, let's get the back of the leg. We did some hamstring work today, so we're scooting towards the front of that chair. You can hold on wherever you need to. Extending that one leg forward, other stays bent. That knee isn't locked. You should still be able to move that kneecap. All right, leading with the chest. We're not trying to touch our toes here. We're drawing that belly button in, keeping the back super flat. Hinging, leading with the chest. Oh, and you feel that pretty quickly in the back of the leg, back of the knee, calf muscle, hamstring, maybe even up towards your tush. Draw those toes back towards your shin if you don't feel this. Deep breath. And sitting up tall, switching legs, other heel extends forward, leading with the chest. Keeping that low back nice and flat. Woo. Relax that kneecap. Relax those muscles and feel this in the back of that leg. And release. All right, extend the other leg forward again. We're going to get those hips stretched and then we'll be close to done. I'm going to take that ankle and cross it over to the other side. You can slide that up as far as it feels comfortable, okay? If you can get that above the knee, you can plant the foot into our figure 4 position here. You can hinge forward for a stretch. You can hug that knee. You can apply a little pressure wherever that stretch feels good to you, because that is that ball and socket joint. And we want you to stretch it where you need to the most. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And extend that leg forward. Let that leg slide on down. That leg stays extended. Other leg, ankle crosses over, sliding it up as high as you can. And then plant that foot if you're above the knee. Just add in that little hinge forward or hugging the knee, whatever feels good here. Whew, those legs, they felt that. All those balance exercises, whew, especially those curtsies. All right, go ahead and let that leg slide on down. We're gonna sit up nice and tall here. Inhaling up with a few nice deep breaths to end our class. Exhale down. Fill those lungs up. Last one. Get that body to calm down. Let all that tension out right here. Excellent job. Hope you guys enjoyed that and some of the new moves. Remember, if there's something you can't do, you can always sit that one out or do the modification or do the easier part of it and not add in the arms if that's what's throwing you off. Try to come back to this lesson a couple times a week would be good to help keep your balance on point. Have a great day, everyone.